Okay, guys, we got the gutter coming this thing, an old rusty gutter. We're taking it off, and we've got to do some rock repair here where that tree is. There's a hole in the roof. We're going to fix it here shortly. I may or may not get up there. I don't know. This whole roof's going to be tore off, and the new roof's going to be put on, but it's not going to be today. We're going to be working on the actual main structure up there. So we'll get to it here and let you see what we're gonna do. And he's pulling it. I'll pull it out one piece at a time, evidently. It's all galvanized, and we're trying to get it out of there without causing too much problem. Basically, what we got all of our water running. Basically right behind those bricks there, they're running on the inside. So we gotta figure out how to seal all that up. And that's what they're doing now. They're taking this old stuff off that's rotted and tore up, and we'll put new stuff in there. I'm looking at them through something else with my eyes and not the viewfinder, so I can't see exactly what's going on now. We're gonna pull all this rotted wood off, and we'll fix what we need to fix there. That is basically dirt up on top of that wall. There's roots and all in it. He's got to dig all that out, probably all the way back to over here somewhere. We've got to get all that out of there. That's why more trees and stuff are growing in it. Basically just roots and dirt. We'll get it to where we need it, and re-plywood it or whatever we need to do. We've got material here on site to do just about whatever we need to do up there, and if not, I'll run and get some. So, but I should have everything we'll need. That's crazy. Look at that root he's trying to cut. That's that tree. That's crazy. See that root? That's crazy. We're getting to it though. We'll get it out of there. It's just on top of the wall right now, so it ain't hurt nothing yet. It ain't helping nothing by no means, but it ain't hurt nothing yet. He's up there chipping away. You can see that hole he's showing. You can see that hole over there. There's daylight right there, and there's daylight there, obviously. And we walk out here. You can see what he's fighting up there. Basically, we found out there's two 2x8s that's sitting here that go all the way across, and we're going to take one of those 2x8s out, which should drop it down 1.5 inches. When it drops it down 1.5 inches, then we should have a nice easy fall all the way down. So we'll pull this this 2x8 from over here and put it over there, and we'll be good to go. What we're doing, chipping away with a hammer. That's usually how it works. You got to get up there and just work it. You get it all done, and when you get it as much as you can, then you take the blower and start blowing it, getting it clean as you can, and then put whatever you need to put on there, and come back with whatever. That didn't sound worth shit, but with these remodels, you just got to go with whatever you got. You can't try to get everything perfect because it's a remodel. You got to deal with what you started with, and nothing's square, nothing's true, nothing's plumb. It's standing there. You can't reinvent the whole wheel, so you got to think on your toes. Have a little bit of everything sitting and waiting just in case. Like worst case scenario, I could cover that with flashing. I could go get some tin. I've got some tin locally here. It'd be used stuff, but I could go get it if I had to have it. And I've got, yeah, them power lines he's working at. I've got plywood about any size you can imagine. And I keep 2x12s in stock. 2x12s cost a lot more than anything else. But I've got a table saw, so I can use a 2x12 and cut it down to anything I need. And I try to keep a couple. I've got some 2x6s and some 2x8s over there. So, and I've also got 1x12s all the way down to like 1x4s. So we got plenty of wood. And I've got a couple of pallets of plywood or OSB, and a pallet or so of 2x4s I keep in stock all the time. So we could, if we had to have something like a 2x8, we could take 2 2x4s and put them together. You know, in this instance, laying on the back like that. So we'll figure it all out, and I'll let you know what's gonna happen here. See, this has been happening for a long time. See how that belly's in there? They build it with a belly in it, basically. See how that belly was in there? It's almost like a gutter inside itself. It's down. It's down, whatever that is. 6 inches, 8 inches. I mean, half my hand. So, and you can see where people are trying to fill it in. They just pour tar in it, pour tar in it, pour tar in it. They don't never go up underneath it and re-support it. And that's what we're doing. We're going under here and redoing all the bottom and building from bottom up, instead of, you know, just trying to patch and patch and patch and patch. Do it right the first time and forget about it. There's that tree that was up there. There's the root of that tree that was up there. But it might take us all day on this 3x5 section up here. But that's just how it works. I mean, you never know. I might have 3 or 4 guys up there all day long working on that, trying to figure out how it's done and what to do. And watch it lay abajo. In other words, he said, watch out underneath. He's knocking shit off. Don't let it hit you in the head. So everybody come outside to get out of the way, just to make sure they didn't get hit. Throw that in the trailer and we'll get right back after it again.
¿No tiene un pedazo que no está roto nada? ¿Ah? ¿No tiene un pedazo que esté bueno? No. Lo quiero para un molde.
So galvanized.
Este. Cortó un pedazo como
this is what we're starting with. Looks pretty well flat, but as you can see right here, this here is higher than the roof. We've got a belly right here. We've got to get out. Which you can tell right there in that pipe. Tell the daylight underneath that pipe. So that's the kind of stuff we're going to fix. We got a little leak up front there. That's where the stovepipe comes out. And another leak way up there in the front where where we took the air conditioner off. See, somebody's been patching there, just been pouring the tar to it. Somebody's been trying to level this with tar, but it ain't working. Well, we're gonna fix it one time and for all. Here. We'll get it. Ain't no problem. We got pretty good fall on it, really. for what we need. But you see right there where he's at, there's a hole. He's actually down the inside of the hole. So we got to bridge that hole, basically. Figure out how to fix that up.
Más para acá.
¿Cuánto bugaron? You have un metro or no way?
No, sí metro. Lo que no sé es hasta dónde está el otro barrote para que sustenta madera. Solamente es este. Aquí es bueno, nomás aquí. Nomás es esta pista. Abajo sí, porque está hasta acá mucho. Solamente unos dos barrotes.
Okay, this is what we come up with. You got two 2x something 6s, I believe, but they've got this ramp in here for some reason. I don't know if we can see you. They've got this ramp in here, which he started working it down there, and obviously it's all rotted. And we're back to over here, and it's the same thing. It's still rotted all the way over here. So we're just going to keep pulling it back till we get something good, and then we'll start replacing. But we'll see how it works out here. Daylight all the way across to over here. You see daylight. He's still up there. We'll see how this works. See, we got stuff like that. I don't know if you can tell how wet that is.
It's wet.
But it's soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
So that's why we're cutting it off.
That's why we're cutting it off.
No way, because todo agua es ahí. On top of the edificio. Can poquito arriba and put out your placa underneath, maybe? Maybe on dos por cuatro or on ladrillo or something, poquito alto. We're worried about that pipe up there, is what we're talking about. That pipe goes all the way up to that gutter on the side of the building, and I really don't want all that extra water on the roof right now. We don't have. Maybe he's already cut it. Maybe he asked me.
Looks like the deed is done.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking for forgiveness, but not permission.
Yeah, he might be asking for permission.
He said, hey, about this pipe that was up here. I mean, that is up here.
Yeah, we might have to deal with the extra
Yeah,
water.
it'll be fine. No problema.
We might have to deal with the extra water coming in now. But anyway, hopefully not, but we'll see.
Hey, car aquí. Grande,
We finally took all of the. Hey, where's that whip go, Donnie? You think we can pull it? We're looking at the CB radio whip. All right, get rid of it. We can't use it for nothing.
Hey, this pipe, Ronnie, you want to take it out?
I think so. Damn, I missed it. I was looking at the pipe, Donnie, instead of you getting the hell beat out of you by the radio whip.
I ain't never seen a damn radio whip like that.
Old time stuff, man. What do y'all think about that?
Simón.
So the old CB, we think this was the, well, we know it was. It was what they used whenever it was the police department to radio out to the cars. And so you've also got this pole here. And it sticks up that we do not need. Hey, Jaime, be careful. Please be careful.
No, arriba. Allí cortarlo así como está.
No, señal de police.
He say sí, güey.
No, señal de police.
This is the kind of thing you got to do. And there's really no better way to do it. You got to have somebody stand up there and hold the damn thing and not touch the power. Now the power, if you touch it, you'll probably be fine, but who wants to test that theory? You call the damn power company, they're not going to want to come out here and mess with it. It's a pole on the side of the building. It's not their responsibility. About through it. It's just a shame that it's right around that line. See if he can just drop that, Donnie, so he doesn't have to mess with it up there. I'm gonna get back in case he does accidentally. Mucho bueno, Jaime. Mucho bueno. That's cool. I'm glad to get rid of that damn thing. I don't like the idea of big metal pipes up right next to the power lines. I mean, it's probably safe because, I mean, they're all covered, but I don't like that crap. Okay, so under this concrete slab, we're finding some stuff. Remember, this was the police department.
Este ya no bueno.
The Windsor.
Windsor Street.
Windsor Street.
Crazy.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey.
Este ya no bueno.
Huh? No parking. No truck parking. Wow. On this block. We're finding all these signs.
Windsor Street.
Windsor Street.
Yeah.
Wow. So for whatever reason, they had them all stashed out behind the building. Behind this, inside this little cage thing that we thought was something that you would sit like a air conditioner on.
Aquí tal vez está escondido el rifle de.
Ya los que se escaparon.
Those are probably what they mounted the signs on or something. He's still digging, so when he gets them all out, we'll, yeah, he found another one. When he... It's like a treasure hunt. What in the world? What's that?
There's a truck. Please.
Please be careful.
Mucho pinche bueno.
Wow. I don't even know what it is. Read owner's manual before operating. Make sure lawn is clear. Oh, it's something off of a lawnmower. 2 hour parking.
Yeah, park.
No agua. Pesado.
We got our restoration expert here. Oh, you got to turn on the water. Hey, we got the guy from the town right down there. We'll have him come turn it on. Another one. Wow. Well, we'll keep digging. They might be all through here. It might not be that they put them under there. It may be they're all over the place. All right. Now we need all you people out there to tell us how old this bottle is. It's an old vodka bottle. It's got a UPC code on it though, so it can't be too old. But that'll give us some kind of idea of probably when that stuff was, when these signs were put back there. I would think UPCs. Well, let me think. When I was a kid in the 80s, they already had them. I don't know. We're gonna rinse them off, see what they look like. With a little water on them. No truck parking. On this block. A bunch of them said that. So there's several that are the same. We're going to clean them off a little bit. We had a lizard show up here to help us out. He's just trying to get some sun.
Okay, look. that's probably why they bolted these boards together here. So, looking good. We'll get it here. Got a kicker board up there. That kicker board right there. Keep the water out. But I got to go get plywood and some beams to put on this thing, and we'll be back.
All right, we got our brick guy here. There's a whole ton of loose bricks up around that corner, so we're gonna get that back right. They took off the old rotted wood all along the top, right at that edge. It's horrible. So now he's taking a penetration out of the wall there where they had a gas line running in and the CB radio whip running in, and they had a electrical wire running out and all kinds of crap. Just getting rid of it. You can get to it all inside, but we're just trying to get it where it's not protruding through the back of the building anymore. There's also a thing we've been talking about, we're trying to get where we know more about. He's using, these are old bricks, but he's using modern mortar on them, which you're not really supposed to do, because the modern mortar is too hard for old bricks, but they've done it on other areas of these bricks, so I'm thinking these bricks maybe can handle it. What happens is you get if the mortar is too hard, the brick as it contracts and freezes and all that stuff you'll get a problem where the face pops off the brick. So on like a really old building, you're not supposed to really use modern mortar. But the other issue we have is we don't have any of the lime-based mortar.
You can't get it
here. Yeah, you can't get it here locally. So we're trying to look for a solution for that before we do anything more significant. He's doing the back of this building that's already completely destroyed, right? But a lot of it needs to be repointed, like down there at the bottom. So we're trying to figure out how we can get a better solution for that lime stuff. You can order it and have it mailed in, but I'd rather go buy it local. It's just, as I understand it, it's like one mixture of lime and 3 mixtures of sand. And so we want to go that direction eventually whenever we do these older bricks like this, but we can't do it yet. So, but like I said, there's other places where they've already patched it with the wrong mortar and everything seems to be fine, so maybe these bricks are strong enough. But if you go with the really old ones, you run into a problem. There's a window over here on the side. I'll go show you. On this building next to us is destroyed. There's about 6 different types of brick on this. They've repaired this building over and over again. But if you look at this window here, you see exactly what I'm talking about. See, these are old bricks that are really soft. Right? And what they did was they used a more modern cement on it. So this is like, you can have the stuff sent off and see what it is, but I don't think it really matters. But this is a more modern mortar with Portland cement in it. And you can see that a lot of the bricks, the faces have popped off. The reason it does that is because the water actually gets inside the brick. You wouldn't think that it would do that, but it does. And all bricks do that. So the brick will get water in it, and then it can freeze and everything else. But it moves a little bit, it expands and contracts just a little bit. You wouldn't think that it would, but the mortar doesn't because it's really hard. So since the brick is softer than the mortar, something has to give and the face of the damn brick pops off. So you can see that we've had a big problem with this one. And this is not my building, this is just the building next to us. So this is a more modern mortar, and they used really old bricks. So when that has caused them all kinds of damage. As opposed to this is really old brick, and that's going to be the really old mortar. So you've got lime here, more of the lime-based mortar, and this is more of the Portland cement-based mortar. So these bricks, they look a little stronger actually than these. These that may actually be old, newer bricks. So you can see how they've got a nice face on them, like a baked face. I would assume this building is from the 20s or the 30s. but the bricks are harder than the mortar here. So the mortar is what has busted away. So you get these big old gaps in the mortar. But that's what you want, because you can fix that. You just go back in, you put more mortar in it after 80 years or whatever. So that's the way you want to do it. They put these old bricks in this with the new mortar, and it made the faces of all the bricks pop off. So you don't really want to do that. But that's exactly what we're doing over here. But we're using, it looks like the bricks we're using are a little newer, so hopefully they'll handle it. Plus, it's way up there on the roof in the corner. And plus, we don't have the proper lime-based mortar here today anyway, so we're going to do what we need to do, and we can repair it down the road if we have to. Getting our little patchwork done there. Got rid of the pipe that was sticking through the wall, cleaning it right up. Gonna have a little board that lays on the end there. Then we're fixing the plywood that's all rotted at the end. And then eventually we're going to put strips up there and put the metal roof on it. It's a little too flat for a metal roof. We've had good luck. Here comes somebody who wants us to know they're here. It's cool seeing bricks go back in though. Got our little patch in at the very end here at least. I'm going to cover it for now with the paper. Still got to do some work down there on the end. That looks like it's curled up, but it's because the beam isn't attached to the bricks yet. We got to get it like some anchors. And then we've still got some soft spots here we're going to work on next time. But this will help with all of the water that was rolling in at the end. And that looks like they had 4 coverings on the roof. They built it up 4 times, so pretty rough. He's up there working on a hole that there was a extrusion coming out, a penetration for a chimney. And then the chimney there, also the top's open. And then there's 2 little spots at the top that were like where some cables were going through. We're still gonna mess with. I gotta move before they blow me off of the penetration up there that they are taking care of. And that chimney right next to it comes down in the wall there, so we gotta mess with it too. The top of the chimney's open, so whenever it rains, water just pours right in the building. But same issue there, so we're gonna get that covered up.